Quantitative easing is used by the Federal Reserve to boost the economy and stimulate overall economic growth. They increase the money supply, print more money, and they lower long-term interest rates. The Fed goes to the banks and says, here's all this money, we want you to lend this out to your customers. So perhaps you get an email from your bank telling you that your credit card limit has increased from $7,000 to $15,000. And so most people then spend more money, and then business profits increase, and we start to see economic growth. We see it in the stock market, we see it in real estate, and the economy looks a lot different than it did before. The Fed used quantitative easing in the wake of the 2008 financial crisis. We saw it again in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, with the Fed growing its balance sheet to $7 trillion. So while quantitative easing can arguably save an entire economy in times of crisis, it doesn't come without downside. It can create inflation, which has been a headline in 2022. The more dollars the Fed creates, the less valuable existing dollars are. With inflation proving to be a massive problem that was persistent and not going to go away on its own, the Fed's main tool to battle inflation is increasing interest rates and implementing quantitative tightening, the exact opposite of quantitative easing. So now the Fed is reducing the supply of money circulating in the economy. So while the goal is to fight inflation, the economy is very nuanced. And so it's very hard for the Fed to be precise and hit on all cylinders. And that's why some people will argue that in this process, you could see certain asset bubbles burst.